Well, when you think of earthquakes and where they happen, your mind might go to California, the southern portion of Alaska, or even Japan. All three areas are in a very active zone called the Ring of Fire, where an average of over 1,500 large tremors happen every year. That's about 90% of the world's quakes. But one of the last places you might think earthquakes occur is much closer to home. This is the New Madrid seismic zone. The 150-mile stretch of faults runs to the southwest from New Madrid, Missouri, into northeast Arkansas. It also involves western Tennessee, western Kentucky, and southern Illinois. While it's nowhere near as dangerous as the faults on the west coast, it's still considered the most active seismic zone in the United States east of the Rockies, with around 200 tremors every year, though most can't even be felt by humans.
Most of those are small. Most people don't even feel them. You might, every once in a while, you start getting up around, 3 or some of the higher numbers. People might feel a little bit of shaking, or they might notice a picture rumble or something like that. But most of the time, people don't even know that they're happening.
The zone is most known for a pair of massive earthquakes that occurred at the beginning of 1812. Both registered anywhere from 7.8 to 8.8 on the Richter scale. Experts believe the death toll to be low based on how sparse the population was. The Louisiana Purchase was only completed about a decade earlier, and Missouri didn't become a state until 1821. Nevertheless, the continued activity shows us that the area is well overdue for another major earthquake. Problem is, it's hard to predict when it'll actually happen. Just goes to show you we need to be ready, as tremors from an earthquake that size can be felt hundreds of miles away. So what do we need to do before an earthquake hits?
Prepare your home. You would want to make sure that you are securing loose things, shelving units, TVs, refrigerators, all those kinds of things that could fall on you and hurt you. Having some kind of an emergency kit.
Just like any other disaster, you'll need a portable radio and spare batteries, as well as enough food and water for you and your family. You also need to know what to do when that earthquake hits. The phrase to know is drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down to the floor, get under some cover like a table, and hold on to it tightly. After the shaking stops, you need to get out of the building and take stock of the damage. Just make sure to prepare for earthquakes like any other major disaster and be ready to act when you feel the earth move under your feet. I'm Jordan Barr reporting.